In this video, we're looking at systems of equations, and I'm going to do an example of a word problem that deals with two different equations and solving them at the same time. So here's my example. I'm saying Jordan bought 3 liters of milk and 5 loaves of bread for a total of $11. A month later, he bought 4 liters of milk and 4 loaves of bread at the same prices for a total of $10. So can we determine, is this enough information? How much is just 1 loaf of bread? How much is 1 liter of milk? So the first thing I want to do is just write this word problem in mathematical language because it's easier to deal with an equation, than a word problem. So I can say 3 liters of milk, let's use M for milk, 3M, and 5 loaves of bread, let's use B for bread. Or you can use X and Y, it's really the same thing. This is going to equal $11. All right. And then later he bought 4 liters of milk and 4 loaves of bread at the same price. This was $10. So here's our two equations, our two systems of equations. And all I want to do is just solve one of these, whichever looks easier. Solve one of these for one variable. So I'm going to start by solving this bottom equation for M, since all I have to do is subtract over this 4b. Right, so this is going to be 10 minus 4b, and then divide out this 4. So I'm going to end up with m equals 10 divided by 4 would be $2.50. And then 4 divided by 4 just cancels, so this would be b. All right, now I can plug this back in to this equation. So let's go ahead and do that. This is going to be 3, instead of m, I'm using what I just solved here. So instead of m, I'm going to substitute 250 minus b, right? And then the rest of the equation was plus 5b equals 11. All right, so I'm just going to solve this equation, and this will give us our answer for b, the price of a loaf of bread. So distributing the 3 times 250 is 750. Minus 3b, and then just bring down the rest, so plus 5b equals 11. Here I can combine these like terms, so negative 3b and 5b. Let's bring this down. This is going to give me plus 2b equals 11. Next I can subtract 750 from both sides. That's going to give me 2b equals 350. And then our last step, just need to divide this by 2, both sides by 2. So the price of a loaf of bread, just dividing this by 2, is $1.75. All right, and that's kind of the first half of the problem. The next thing that I need is the price of milk. So I'm just going to take the other, here we go. I'm going to take the other equation and just plug this one in, and that'll give us our other price. So 3m plus 5 bread. So bread was $1.75. And this would come out to $11. So we're just going to solve this equation. Let's first do 5 times $1.75. That's going to give you $8.75. And just bring down the rest. 3m equals 11. We're just bringing down everything that we didn't change. Next, I can subtract 875 from both sides. So this is 3m equals 225. And then my last step here, just divide both sides by 3. It's going to give me 0.75. So 75 cents would be the cost of the milk. For the bread, it would just be $1.75. All right, so a little bit longer of a problem here. And again, as always, what makes the word problem so tricky is just kind of figuring out what do I need to do, how do I set that up, how do I write it algebraically, and then once you kind of have that, it's just kind of the same process.